All pervasive form is one. Planning form is the other one. And at times, comes and goes, that is another form. He dwells in our soul with all of us and controls us, which is called indweller. Antaryami is God. He is now with us. He is now within you too, within everybody, within every creature He presents. But we just can't experience Him too. That is fourth form. But the fifth one is the deity form. That all present, all pervasive form can be experienced through this icon, through this deity. Is it possible? It is. When you believe that He is all over, when you believe that He is everywhere, He definitely will be in this also, because this is a part of the whole. But here you can't see, there you can feel. Here you can't do anything, there you can do something. You can touch His feet, because He created a form like you, with the legs, with the eyes, with the nose, with the neck, with the hands and with chest and so on and so forth. No problem, He created any form. But it is the form of God only, right? Because He is everywhere. But in other forms, you just can't have an experience. Here you can have the experience. Then you may question Swamiji, when He is everywhere and in everything, then why can't we become gods? Definitely you can become a God. Yeah, because God is within you too. You also can become a God. But there is a problem. Here, your ego also is mixed up with it. God's power is within you and your ego is dominating here. Why should you say that, Swamiji? It's because when you have the plant here and when you say, "Oh God, how beautiful you are," it never says, "I'm beautiful." It never says so. And its chest never expanded. But when somebody comes to you and says, "How great you are," and you say, somebody may not speak out. Somebody may not show you their features. But definitely their chest you have to measure. Minimum 2 inches. But it doesn't. There is no ego with it. That means here the power of God is somewhat polluted with your own ego. But here it's not polluted. It's very pure. So you can be with any plant and tree and experience God which is pure, which is really pure. Still there is a problem. Here you gave a name to this and you started calling it with a name. So you can say here God is within this. You just can't directly experience God. But you always say, "How beautifully God created this." That's all you can say. Because you gave a name and you use it for some purpose. Though God is present in this, and because of you imposed a limitation on that. So your own limitations obstruct you in reaching God here. But they, though it is made of a metallic piece or something made of stone, somebody make it with a piece of wood, no problem. You made it. Still, you name it as God. And with that also there is no ego. Though it's a piece of metal, Because you are used to call it with the name God, so your vision is not blocked. Your impositions are not there. That means you are not making yourself limited. Your vision goes to God. Not only vision, but your word goes to God. And again, while coming out, there is no ego. So it's not polluted. So God is here, God is here, God is here, and God is there, because He is everywhere. But here it is polluted, here it is diverted, here it is invisible, there you can feel it and it's pure. That's why our scriptures talked about the idol worship. What people call it as idol worship, I don't know what it is in English exactly, and they call it as idol worship. So let them call it, no problem. But we try to reach the all-powerful God through a deity form because it's unpolluted and not diverted also. As you are used to see something in a human form, so you create a human form, no problem, and do some sort of service as you do to a beloved friend, a beloved guest, or whom you worship, whomever you respect. Like that you can do things at this deity. Here, God never speaks. God never moves. Why should He move at all, my friends? Is it necessary for God to move and speak? We speak with each other because we have many activities to do, right? And we have many things to gain. If I speak good words and you speak good words to me also, or if I help you, in turn you help me, or if I behave good and you also keep me well, otherwise I have to take care of my back. In this world we have many things to do, so we have to speak, we have to do, we have to respect, so many things. But what is necessity for God? Nothing. Why should He move? Why should He speak? Why should He do anything when He is full with everything? Purnameva vasishyate. He is Purnam always. So it's nothing to do with anyone, and everybody needs Him only, and He doesn't need anybody. You know sun, right? Sun in the space. Every morning, do you think that He comes to and says, "Hi, good morning, how are you?" Is it necessary for Him to wish you? No. Why? Because He's not depending on you. You see a person, you see your friend and say, "Hi, good morning, sir," because you need his favor. But sun doesn't need your favor. You need his favor. If you do not respect him, if you do not use him properly, you are the loser, not the sun. So, you pray to the sun, you respect the sun, and you try to use his energy for your own survival. So also God. Sun is a small example, just I showed you, but God is still bigger than the small sun, Sun is so tiny particle of this whole universe, and He is the controller of the whole. So He doesn't need anything, He doesn't expect anything from you also, but you need a lot from Him if you want to survive, or if you want to have, or if you want to experience good things. So deal with Him well, that's all it is. We call Him as Arja. In Sanskrit, Arja means someone who is worshipable, who is worshipable,